Cancer, this is going to be your October full moon reading, and it'll come on October 13th, so just here in about a week. I wanted to get these readings out a little early because a lot of times we feel the full moon all the way up to it, about 5 days prior to the full moon. So I wanted to get these cards out to see what can we help with as far as empowering ourselves and each other. So I'm going to get a Power of Surrender card, and since it's a full moon and we usually have a lot of culminating and ending and things beginning, I think it's a good idea to figure out what it is we can surrender. Alright, so for you, Cancer, surrender to the desire to control people. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. So some of you Cancers may be involved with some situations with people where you're feeling like you need to control the outcome, or you need to control how people are acting or communicating or whatever it is. And the suggestion is to surrender to that desire. And you don't need that. It's not, I like to remind myself that it's usually not my monkey, not my circus. So try to keep that in mind as you go through this full moon. You may have that desire or that need to control people, and it won't serve you. So you will want to surrender. Surrender to that. If you start feeling yourself wanting to control something or somebody, definitely take a step back, take a breath, and revise. Okay. You and your loved ones are safe. So maybe that's where that control comes from, is a fear that something isn't right, or a fear that something isn't working out. But this right here, new moon in Cancer, and this is a Cancer reading, this is definitely signifying to you that you're being protected, and the healing and everything that's happening in your life right now is all in order. Everything's safe, everybody's safe, and you're good. So you definitely don't need to be controlling anything. Right now maybe is a time for you to just kind of go with the flow. Go with the flow of things that are happening, because every single person is going to be experiencing this full moon differently. So maybe letting go of some control and recognizing that all is good is going to be a great way for you to enjoy the full moon. So let's get a couple clarifying tarot cards to see if we can kind of figure out what it is that's making you want to control people. All right, we have Page of Swords coming out right off the top of the deck here. And these are not wanting to shuffle for you, Cancer. Whoop, I have a flopper on my lap. Oh, Four of Swords. A lot of mental energy going on here. And we had 3 pop out, so I'm going to take them. All right. Now you get an extra card here, and usually extra cards are just kind of that extra hint for you. I usually don't take 3 cards when they plop out like that, but it felt right, and I always try to go with my gut. So we're just going to go with it. Page of Swords. Now the Page of Swords is going to tell you that there's some new information, new learning, new communication that might be coming around this full moon time, and it really will serve you and help you move forward in some kind of an action eventually, once you're done planning, analyzing, and organizing the information that comes through. So this could definitely be a new idea that results from it. This could be a new truth. This could just be a new way of thinking about something, okay? But it will serve you, and it is going to bring you through this whole process of the full moon energy. And it may even make you realize how much you need to do some self-care. So this new truth may come through, and you realize, hey, I need to start taking care of myself. I need to take care of my mental. I need to take care of everything that makes me whole. So when we get this kind of a card, it's telling you to slow down a little bit. Take a step back, and that's that there too. It tells you take a step back, regroup, back off. That's kind of this energy too, but it's more for yourself. It's not for other people. It is for yourself to recharge, regroup, and revitalize your mind and the communication that is, going to be coming from this space. So once you can give yourself that space, you can really open up with some new communication and those new ideas, new truths that come forward with this, and it feels like you're going to really be able to relax around this new information. And maybe you'll get that information that everyone's safe and everybody's good, because you may have been worrying about somebody that's really close to you, and this information could just allow you to relax on it, allow you to rest your mind about it. You know, this could be just as simple as relaxing your mind all the way to actually, you know, taking a retreat or vacation to do self-care. So the spectrum is always wide, as this is a general reading and everybody's experiencing life differently. Now you get the Three of Cups coming up as well, Cancer, which means you need to take time to celebrate. Besides taking the time to relax and recharge, you also need to recognize how far you've come, and maybe recognize who your support system is, who's been there with you, and all of the good feelings that can come forth from the good times that have happened. You know, not really just focusing all on those bad times, and giving yourself the time and allowing the time to really feel in the present moment of how far you've come and how good things can really be feeling for you. You know, when you count your lucky stars or check in with gratitude and see what you're really grateful in your life, that's where that feeling comes from. That's that good feeling where you're sharing it with people, and it's like a celebration of sorts. So, you know, even letting people know that you care about them, you know, that's that. People are safe, so it's an open invitation to let them know how you feel. Now we also have the Hermit coming up, and that's some inner seeking. Now when we get the inner seeking card, it's like you may have a question, Cancer, that's really bothering you, and you can't seem to find the answer. It's not like a question like, what is 3 plus 4? It's not that kind of a question. It's more of like a spiritual, unanswered question, only answered by self. Okay? Self-realization or experience. That's like the only way you get that answer. And for the Hermit, it's self. It's saying absolutely, deep down inside of you, that answer's there. You just have to take the time and honor yourself to find it. If we don't ever take our time to seek that inner light, we're never really going to gain the experience from finding the light. So there may be something that you're really questioning, or you're kind of, you know, just on edge about or curious about, and this card is telling you that the answer is inside of you, Cancer. So whatever it is that's arising, okay, and that could be having to do with this sword over here, where you get that new information, you do some self-care, you're celebrating how far you've come, but then you get to a point where you're like, wow, but what does this all mean? You know, that's that feeling that we have when we go into the Hermit. What does this all mean to me? And then we go inside and we find that answer. So that'll be very interesting for all of you Cancers out there. Now this card was an extra card, and this is a card about nostalgia. This is a card about remembering what has been, remembering all the joys in your life, and absolutely recognizing the choices that you've already made and the feelings that came out of those. You could also have people coming back around from your past that seem to be just kind of surfacing. So this will be different again for every Cancer out there, because however it affects you is going to be solely yours. Let's get some tarot dice and pull this reading together a little bit. I'm going to turn down the audio because when I shuffle these, it's super loud. Okay, Cancer, you've got Page of Cups coming up. You've got 7 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and awesomely you've got the Sun. And that's a very happy, happy, happy card. Well, dice, side. That's a good, it's a good energy, let's say. Now you have Page of Cups coming up, and when we have the Page of Cups, that's, again, that learning. This is a page as well. So whatever it is, that communication that you get or that insight in your mind, whatever comes through with that, it's also going to feel really amazing with this cup coming up. You're going to feel a lot of emotion around it. So not only is it going to be that mental idea or that mental new truth or that mental learning and analyzing that's going to come through, you're going to feel a different way. You're going to feel something new. Or because of this card over here, you're going to feel something you've felt before. Okay, and that's going to reignite something inside of you. Now, when we get the Seven of Wands here, that's definitely asking, like, what have you been defending for so long that's wearing you out? And are you defending yourself enough? So this will be different for every single Cancer out there, right? But for some of you, this is saying, hey, are you taking care of you? Are you standing up for you so that you can feel like you're, you know, whole and good and all those things that come with us living in our power? Or this is also saying, is this path working for you? Is the thing that you're defending and standing for still working? And that's going to be different for all of you. Again, you know, that's usually around work when we get wands, but that could also be our life's work. Okay, not just our work life. So this could also be something that's very important to you in a manner of which, like, you're defending it so wholeheartedly that it's actually wearing you out and taking your energy. Okay, so there's a suggestion here to check in. Check in with your path and see if it's still working for you. Is what you're doing still working in your life right now, Cancer? And again, it'll be different. If this is a work thing, you know, it's saying you're getting new information and you're feeling a certain way. Everybody's safe, so you're taking care of you now. And what you realize from taking care of you, that you've been defending something that is really not that important to you anymore. And then if you turn that into a love situation, same thing. You know, maybe defending something just doesn't hold so much weight anymore. Now, when we get this 6, this is a victorious feeling. So maybe that's why you're getting with friends and celebrating, is because you're really feeling victorious, like you've come through something. You've completed something. And that's going to be a really good feeling for you, and I feel like it's going to put you into this energy. And once you get that insight, that inner knowledge, that inner knowing, you are going to feel on top of the world. The sun is the happiest energy of the entire tarot. It is pure joy, abundance, harmony, peace. I mean, you name it, that's there. And it seems like once you go inside, Cancer, that's when you're going to be able to see what it is that's bringing you this joy. What has it been before? And why are you trying to control people? You know, you have so much going on for you, Cancer, that there is no desire or need to control people once you get into your own happy state. You know, people usually don't try to control people if they're too busy living life. You know, if you're trying to control people, you're not busy enough worrying about yourself. And that's really important to hear for some of you Cancers. I know it's a hard pill to swallow. I've been there, okay? But sometimes you just have to recognize that everybody has their own path, and we all do things the way we need to do them. And though some of your loved ones and friends may be going through some things, know that everybody's safe. We're all being guided, okay? Not just some of us. We're all being guided. So surrender to some of that, okay? And recognize that you need to take time for you. You have new plans and ideas that are culminating and bubbling under the surface. You just have to release them. Unlock them by going inside, okay, Cancer? Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It certainly helps my channel spread the word and share all this awesomeness that's coming from this tarot. And I really appreciate everybody watching. If you liked the video, please like with a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit the bell little symbol there, because you'll get updates of when I am posting next, which will be the new moon towards the end of the month. Also, I have a giveaway going on. I'll put a link at the end of this video. Not many people have signed up. I only need 111 entries so that I can pull one name for the free tarot deck. I only have like 2 names, so I need a lot more, guys. So definitely go fill out your entry form, follow the instructions at this video that I'll post at the end. Take it easy. We'll see you soon.